Teamwork makes the dream work, and this dream is a fucking nightmare. Love the noises, just reminds me of the whooping snakes from Abominable. Whoop 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 whoop. Whoop 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 whoop. Oh no. Oh no.
Hi,
That did not just
Lana.
happen.
Happy you're here.
Nothing in the bathroom. There's
Where are you going?
I'm looting the house. That's what you're
Why?
supposed to do.
You picked the spot for me to go to. I went to it and you're nowhere near it.
Distracted.
You told me to go here.
I'm going there.
You told me to go here. I came over here.
wait,
And you're
the
like,
other side.
but no.
I'm coming over there now.
Are you?
I'm trying to find my way.
Here, I'll do it while one-handed.
I hope Belle will be proud.
There. So, so that's the joke. And it does.
Hi.
Now we have to
Arcuta.
stop and take
Happy
it. Now
you're
I
here.
know there's other things to do, but this is important. We gotta pet the cow. We gotta cuddle the cow. Oh.
Happy
Listen,
to see
listen.
you again,
You cannot have
Elucivities.
problems if you can nuzzle a cow in your game. Screw your pet the dog. Can you cuddle the cow? That's the new threshold. Can you cuddle the cow, everybody? And I just looked at it, I go, do you have a link to anywhere you actually, you know, create videos or streams? Thank you. This isn't a new map! I like that I just froze my game. I ran into that and it froze my game. I'm stuck. I just want to be very, very clear.
What did you say your name was?
This is what I do. I didn't even do it. This is what I mean. I don't even do things weird. I did nothing strange. I did nothing strange. It's just unable to open up the store like it's supposed to. That is supposed to prompt and open up the store, and it doesn't open. There you are. Okay, you back away. Good. It's out in the water. Yes! 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 Ah ha ha, we got it. We got it. We got it. Let's go. Fuck you! Fuck you. Fuck you. No. I can't fit. No.
Flawless victory.
It's so spiteful and mean. Teamwork makes the dream work, and this dream is a fucking nightmare. Whoa, he got me in the air. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm very out of practice. But that's the nice thing. Katamari isn't about actually being good at it, right? What are we doing?
Artisy wants you to start the level over.
What is wrong with you? How dare you? Currently in a Game Boy game for a second. Looks like everybody's gonna go overboard on it now, and I can't actually see anything with this filter if I'm not prepared for what I'm getting, so it's a little bit of a mess. There we go.
Yo. Yuna. How you doing?
I need... Oh god. This game is absolutely gorgeous. I'm just being attacked by cards aggressively right now. I'm switching over early. And I'm switching over early because there's a thing. One sec. But hello, everybody. I have to trigger something. And... Oh. I have to give Sven a very big thank you, and I don't know why this didn't fire correctly earlier. But really, really quick. Hello, Larmus. Confused by my own log. Hello, Arky. Hello, Elusive. Hello, Yuna. Hello, Rose. Hello, Kay. Hello, Somya. Hello, Jade. Hello, Migo. All right. This might be a lot. This might be a lot. Ow. Ow. Thank you, Motoru and Mao. Appreciate it. All right. 3, 2, 1.
Thanks for your donations. Thanks for your donations.
Oh, wonderful. Sven _Lu just sent us $250. We appreciate you so much.
So this was supposed to happen this morning. I don't know if Sven is here. Sven was here this morning and dropped that this morning. So I've already had my shock. I'm still kind of experiencing it, but I've already had my shock. I just realized it was there, and I do not know why it didn't trigger earlier. There may be some bug in the new Mix It Up update that made it not go off. But running a test and typing that all in manually did cause it to work. So I don't know. But just genuinely, Sven, thank you so fucking much. I really appreciate that. Well, I appreciate you popping by for a second, just so I can say it directly. Thank you so damn much. That really does mean so much. And I'm sorry the alert didn't go off. But I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm guessing what had happened. Every so often Mix It Up loses connection to the source of certain things, and I'm guessing the exact time you sent it, it must have lost the connection to Stream Elements. And it just didn't fire like it's supposed to. But God, no, thank you so much. That really does mean the world. Genuinely, you are a hero. You are a hero. Especially because I may need to use that to call a plumber. Because I've been dealing with plumbing issues. I deal with these every couple of years, and I'm hoping I've got it solved, but I don't know if I do. I don't even bother in that thing, Imoru. That thing did not exist in the original. The monster catching thing, that did not exist in the original. So I don't touch it in this one. That was not in the original game, and I do not care for it. I don't care for the things they've added. I really appreciate this, Sven. Thank you so much. And okay, and just because I don't remember, I don't know specifically what the side chaser is, but I'm thinking it's one of the bonus outfits because they added like, was it 3 dress spheres to the game? 2 or 3 dress spheres to the game as well that you'll find throughout stuff. They don't fit in the game. Yeah, why? Why? The HD remaster should not have added things. Or at least there should be a toggle when you start. Do you want the new stuff or no? Because I'd like to not have the new stuff. Yeah, okay. So all of them were extremely, all of the like new dress spheres are like super overpowered if you start with them right away. They're not as bad later, but yeah, it's like I don't touch those.
Ah, it's those creeps again.
You're a
Maybe
creep
there's
too,
a sphere
Riku.
here.
It's
What
our
should you
turn to do the
avoid when
following.
going into Final Fantasy? The fandom. The correct answer is the fandom, Jade. We're still in chapter 1 on this one. We're still on chapter 1.
Good to see you
of
again,
this.
Lady Yuna.
Hi,
Jade's
Robin.
Workshop.
You
Now that
haven't
we're such
forgotten
good
me, have you?
friends, we should get matching tattoos. What do you think we should get?
You're Yibel.
It can be temporary if you want.
It is a very toxic fandom. I think the big thing though, if you're looking, okay. The games I would say that are best to avoid, as much as they were really good when they came out, they are not good now, would be the Crystal Chronicles series for the GameCube. Or the remaster of it that came out 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Just because they don't control very well compared to modern games that exist now, so they're very hard to enjoy. So I would say avoid those. As much as they are lovely games, and I did enjoy them at the time, they are very dated gameplay-wise. So I would say just avoid Crystal Chronicles. There are some DS Crystal Chronicle games that if you can play those, that's fair, but don't touch the regular Crystal Chronicles. My starter Final Fantasy was Final Fantasy Tactics. There's a bunch of HD remasters and all that, and they all play about the same. I find them really fun, but that's very turn-based strategy rather than just turn-based. The Pixel remasters are decent if you are looking for starting with the classics, but if you're looking for just kind of getting into Final Fantasy as a series, and you're looking for something... I think the best one to start on is 10. Because 10 is... There is enough hands-on stuff in 10. High input. There's enough hands-on stuff in 10 that you can enjoy 10 while still feeling like you have some control over what you're doing. And it doesn't throw you into open world until very far into the game. So you've had your time to establish yourself. 13 is too handholdy. 12 is immediately open world. 7 is very reading heavy, which I don't find to be that good. Like, you need kind of those breaks if you're in my position. You need some breaks. 8 is very word heavy. 9 is really good, but 9 is very easy to get lost early on. I think 10 is the best one for getting you into the series. 12 is a really good one, but it's very open world right at the beginning. It's very easy to get lost again. 13 is... You're not playing the game. You're not playing 13. I'm sorry, like 13 you don't play. 13 plays itself and you watch. Oh yeah, with 12, if you're playing the Zodiac Age remaster, don't do custom jobs. Just completely ignore the fact that you can change jobs if you want to bother with 12. But yeah, 13 is you're going point A to point B, and then there's a cutscene. So don't do that. I don't recommend 13. 13.2 is amazing, but you obviously don't play that without playing 13. Blah blah blah. 14 is an MMO. 14 great, but 11 and 14 don't. 11 and 14, as much as they are Final Fantasies, I don't consider them Final Fantasy games when I'm talking about, like, what should I play. 15 is good. But 15 is fun for not plot. Like, 15 is fun if you screw around. 16's good. I don't really have any compliments or complaints. 1 through 6 are all very much pixel games. 1 through 6 are really good if you can play them on a handheld. I don't recommend 1 through 6 on a console. like 30, Jade. I wish I were joking. There's like 30 Final Fantasy games, technically speaking. You've got 1 through 9 are all standard. Well, okay. You've got 1 through 16 if we're going strictly off of numbers. You got Final Fantasy 1 through 16. 16 numbered ones, 16. You've got 16 numbered ones. And then you've got 10 and 10-2. You've got 13, 13-2, and then Lightning Returns, which doesn't have Final Fantasy 13 in the name, but it is Final Fantasy 13-3. Then you've got 11 and 14, which are MMOs. 11 had like, I think 4 expansion packs. I think 14 is on their 5th expansion pack, which we're gonna be honest, those would get like, we would be talking 11-2, 11-3. Crystal Chronicles has a couple DS games, an HD remaster. Tactics Advance has been re-released like 7 times, and they're all slightly different HD remasters. Then you've got Dirge of Cerberus. You've got Final Fantasy VII's Remake, which is an entirely different game than 7. Even though it says Remake, it is an entirely new game. You got its second one. You've got there's a lot. But it's important. The important thing to note with Final Fantasy, they're all different games. If the number is different, they are a different game. If they do not have a number, they are a different game. So, oh, and I'm forgetting World of Final Fantasy. World of Final Fantasy. Actually, you know what? I would say if you don't want to start with 10, World of Final Fantasy is an amazing one to start on. World of Final Fantasy is basically Pokemon. It's a Pokemon Final Fantasy game. It has a bunch of references to the other ones that you can actually go either way for what you'd enjoy. You would miss some jokes, I think, if you did World of Final Fantasy first, but I think there's enough there that makes it funny enough, because it's just throwing them all into the same game world. It's fun, it's chill. It plays like a halfway point between like Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy. Actually, there you go. If you want a Final Fantasy to start on, try Kingdom Hearts. Only Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. Don't get lost in the fandom. You will lose your mind. Kingdom Hearts 1, Kingdom Hearts 2, stop there. Kingdom Hearts 3, not great. Kingdom Hearts, all of the weird ones, don't bother with. Ooh, cheesecake. I want cheesecake. Sorry, I had some progress.
Yibel, isn't it?
Progress.
You're in the youth league.
Ha! You really do remember me. I am truly honored, Lady Yuna.
Thank you, Robin.
Since that day we first spoke, the Youth League has been conducting a sphere hunt of its own. We, the Youth League,
are nerds!
Clasco, take it from here.
We, the Youth League, to better our understanding of Spira's past, vow to remain vigilant
I hate you,
in our
Clasco.
search for ruins and spheres.
For ruins and spheres.
Oh, that's enough! Those 2 guys are getting away!
Did LeBlanc's men pass through here?
Yes, they said they're here to take care of our fiend problem. You see, the Youth League is in preparation for an important operation, leaving our patrols short-handed. As a result, the road to headquarters has been overrun with fiends.
I think the big thing with Final Fantasy games is
the fiends on the road, you will not be able to
they
pass.
have this trouble in the design of either
are you
having
ready
too
to
many or
run the
too few
gauntlet?
characters, that it throws you into this really, really spread out situation. And it kind of sucks because they spread you out so damn much. I'm not going to deal with it
Understood.
right now.
The Josei High Road is relatively safe. Proceed along that road. Clasco? Clasco, show them the way.
There's so much
Of
crap,
course.
right?
This way, please.
There's so much crap in so many games where they add a lot because they try to always do something different is their big thing. They're always trying to do something new. And while I appreciate that they're trying to do something new, it's not the best. This is where Auron's sword is, isn't it? Up here, originally. Oh yeah, because it is Jade. Yeah, this is where you get Auron's sword. Special weapon. Wait a minute. There's something. I can't go with that. Yeah, it's Robin. There's a lot of voices in this that are things. Riku is Twilight Sparkle, Tara Strong in general. Waka is Waka and Kamari in this are Bender, Jake the dog, things like that. Schnitzel. There's a lot of voice actors that are in a lot of things in this Final Fantasy specifically. Oh, that's just it, Amoru. They weren't good VAs at this time. Yeah, the robot. They weren't good voice actors at the time. Like, this is one of the earlier roles for John DiMaggio. Now, Tara Strong was already established. I'm not actually paying attention to what I'm doing. I could be doing more damage, but it's more... In this one, every character can change through classes, which is what makes this one really good. Instead of changing out characters, you're just teaching them different skills, so you don't have to worry about like, oh, I need this character right now. You're just kind of going at it. And it makes it a lot more fun. That's part of why I like 10-2. 10-2 is very campy, silly, not as serious. There's serious stuff going on, but it's not as serious as the other Final Fantasies, which just makes it more enjoyable to me. I like the lighthearted nature of 10-2. Just because the other Final Fantasies are... The dress sphere was really, really good, and I think there's a lot of stuff that they could do to make new things more fun. I think it's kind of this oddity where they try to do something. They always try to do something so drastically different every time, which is cool. Don't get me wrong. I love that they do new things, but at the same time, like, just sometimes. You need another fight there. You know what I don't like, and this is something I don't know if Mo is aware of. You know the PC version of this game has a fast forward for the fights. The console version doesn't. They never patched it into the console version. I don't have any buttons I can press to do it. Why would you not do that? Like, that's so screwed up.
Over already?
I don't understand. I doubt it's Sony's fault. I doubt it's Sony's fault. Because if that were the case, they wouldn't have. If that were the case, they wouldn't have added new characters and stuff into it. I'm wondering if there was something they couldn't get in the PS, because it was originally a PS3 remaster, wasn't it? It was originally a PS3 remaster, and then they released it on PS4. And then the PS5 is just the PS4 version. So my assumption is the PS3, because the PS3 used a weird chip, probably struggled when they tried to do fast forward, so they didn't do the fast forward. Is more than likely what happened. Is they just didn't handle it correctly, or glitched out and bugged. And then they were able to do it on PC because it had a normal processor. Because the PS3 is weird. The PS3 has weird logistics to how it works. And I'm guessing maybe something just probably ran poorly when they did it. And they're like, nah. The PS3 is interesting because the PS3 was not a bad framework architecture. It's just the fact they threw it at everyone.
Began to distance themselves
And no
from
one
the
knew how to
temples.
handle how different it was.
For
And
a
it caused a
long
lot
time,
of
Jose Temple was
cross-platform
neglected as
companies a
well.
lot of trouble, and indie companies a lot of
now-
trouble when it was just easier to use Unity for other things, right? The other... I always think every single one of these is a Waka. And it's not, but every time I see him, I think it's a Waka. Every time. Love the Jose Temple.
Everyone's staring.
You're a celebrity, Una.
Hey, Miss Uni. Better get used to it. All I want's some peace and quiet.
I still think the funniest complaint out of that people all made about it is like, is just all the comments like, oh yeah, she went from wearing very modest clothing to that, blah blah blah. It's like, yeah, no, that's how brains work.
That's Gipple, leader of the machine faction.
I hate Gipple.
He can be kind of annoying, but he's all right.
Okay, let's do some interviews. Bring it!
Bring it!
Yeah, he seems all right.
Was it Gipple and Riku that used to date? I'm trying to remember. I think it was. I think it was those two that used to date. And then Yuna and one of the other ones. And then Pain dated the one that's missing a limb, right? The one with the mechanical leg and maybe arm? Both? Is like Pain's ex? Or they have history. Not necessarily ex, but they have history. We don't know if they dated, but they have history. Trying to remember the little things. Yeah, they have history, whatever it was. And then Yuna knows the priest one, but not, there's no history there, they just know each other. Both, Neku, both, yeah. I'm just trying to remember his name. It starts with a B, I think. And now my brain is just stuck in Final Fantasy 12. I am Captain Bosch von Ronsenberg. Bosch. Captain Bosch. It's just one of those, like, there's so many little memories from Final Fantasy for weirdness. 12 has a lot of good, like, one-liners. I posted about this on Blue Sky right before I went live. The one thing that gets stuck in my head, I have two songs that are constantly in my head, and they're both from Final Fantasy X. I always have the hymn of the face, the E-A-U-E, is always in my head, and that's what I actually hum when I'm doing stuff off camera. I actually hum the hymn of the faith, and whenever my brain just barrel eye. Okay, thank you. The other thing that usually gets through my head is, but I get real emotional with, what can I do for you? And I'll just like have that randomly belt out of my head, like, thanks, brain, needed that. Nice. So, Negu, this is an odd one to start up because this is a sequel that's very different from other Final Fantasies. It's not like most of them where duck soup. God. But okay, can we appreciate this? I want y'all to look at this because this is something from a game design standpoint that's just really funny. Other than the player models here, there's no 3D models in this scene. Oh yeah, this is 100% a campy Final Fantasy. It's Charlie's Angels. This is a very Charlie Angelo. But there's no 3D objects in this room. They're not backwards. They're not backwards because you can see that this person's wearing the same outfit. It's front and back. But yeah, all of this is 2D. This is the really cool thing with older Final Fantasy games. There's barely any 3D inside interiors in most Final Fantasies. They just put you in a black void. But there is like a hitbox. But it's so they could do more complex stuff. So like there's a curved face here, but yeah. I want to dig. All I'm asking is that he changes clothes. It's hot in the desert. But he's too stubborn to listen to what I'm saying, amateurs. Duck soup. But yeah, this Final Fantasy is not like any of the other Final Fantasies that exist. It's very silly. It's very lighthearted. It's not the world is going to end the whole time. It is not eco-terrorism. It is not... It's the world rebuilding after you literally had to kill God, and this is the aftermath of just trying to rebuild it as one of the characters that did not die in the first one. Yeah, it's the restoration efforts and seeing what's going on culturally with the rest of the world. So it's not the same kind of serious nature that the other ones had.
Irigium neto dungeon for 3 people.
3 people. I couldn't translate that one.
We killed the guardian. Gibble!
So for those unaware, they're speaking Al-Bhed. Al-Bhed is actually a one of the alphabets where they just swap letters around. So you can find journals throughout that actually flip letters.
The Great High Summoner wants an interview?
Former summoner.
Yeah, that's also a key point. So Yuna was a summoner that was meant to kill God. Was what she was raised for her entire life. And basically she succeeded where none of the other ones had. All the other ones had basically put the god to sleep. She succeeded with help of the main character, Tidus from the first one, from Final Fantasy X, with actually defeating the god so the god would not come back. In which she was expected to die and sacrifice herself basically to do this. So she was not expected to come back. So now she is free from the church. The church is kind of faltering weirdly now because the whole purpose of the church is gone. So there's a lot of issues there with the collapse of it and all that. And Yuna has finally, she's free. She's free to do whatever she wants. So she decided to become a treasure hunter, and we're going like Charlie's Angels with her now. That's the premise. That's the general premise. And you find these memory spheres that existed in the previous game, except now you can also, certain ones, if they have the right information, can give you an outfit of whoever was in it. Which is where you'll see the outfits changing all the time, based on different theming. Again, this room is very 2D. This is 3D in the middle. I think? I can't actually tell. I'm pretty sure that's 3D. And then everything's 2D, except for these vehicles are 3D. That robot's 3D. That robot's 3D. The chest is 3D, but everything else is 2D. I love how many, like, things are actually 2D. I love that the Al-Bhed took this one over. It's so good. It does, but it does fit, but it's also a good commentary on like the church not really having much of a say. I do think it's a bit weird though having all the statues still up when it comes to that stuff. Research days ahead, you're no research. Oh. Go back outside. I do wonder how they got the airships in here. I understand the robots. I do not understand how that airship got in there. That airship confuses me. That should not be in there. How much of the game that looks 3D is actually 2D? Well, this is 3D. This is all 3D. The far background might be 2D. A little hard to tell. Actually, I can do something fun here. I did this the other stream, but let me show you all some cool stuff here. I'm just gonna do this. Give me a second. Where do I have it? I don't have it for 10-2, but I can do this for 10. Eh. Just give me a second. Okay. So, welcome to Final Fantasy X. Have a good one, Soumya. So this is Final Fantasy X, and you look at this scene, right? You look at this scene, and you can see this clearly 2D. This is from the first one. I can move the camera around. But you can get a good idea of this. Look at this. So 3D, we got 3D here, but we get to a certain distance. I'm gonna zoom a little bit. And then we've got an entire city off here in the distance that's super tiny and little 2D cutouts, and how much is missing its surfaces because you can't see there. Final Fantasy is extremely well optimized. I can go all over here. Let's, we're at Jose, right? So, Jose Temple. Here's where we are right now, right? Here's where we are. You can actually see, even though you can never see in here, you can actually see a lot of cool stuff. So, this is Jose Temple without the little things flying around it, but this is the temple, because I think it's still in here, right? Yeah, it's still in here. Wait, can I? I don't know if this will work. Can I? No, I can't change it. But you can see basically like the whole temple's here. It's inside the walls. They break off and they float around, but you can see all the rocks out there that were off in the distance. You can see every little bit and piece that that existed here. If we go inside, we can go inside the temple. F4. You can see they even did the ceiling here. They didn't need to do that. They did the ceiling here. All the statues are fully rendered. It's pretty impressive how much detail was actually here. But like there is a lot of locations in this that are just. See the road. Here's the road we went across. I love bits like this because it's like if you happen to look out there, you can't really notice that there's a seam. But like that, it's that. Don't you speak out bad at me, Mari. Nira Desajwi. Which I believe was pleased to meet you. Can't remember. I'm not sure. I know it was Albed, but I'm not fluent in it anymore. I used to be able to actually read Albed really quickly, and I have completely forgotten all of it. Because it was like when I was 13 I learned to do that. Can't do it anymore. It's one of those, if you don't use it, you lose it. Why can't I can't fly from that one? Am I at a key spot? I'm lost. Yeah. Well, I mastered being able to read the language from a video game because the language is still English. It's still technically English.
Never been this close to a celebrity before.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's a cipher that you pronounce.
Let's not.
Well, if it isn't Sid's girl, how you been?
Hey, I have a name.
Huh, brother doing okay?
Same as ever. Buddy's around too.
Same as ever is right.
Oh, you!
Pain. Nice to meet
I
you.
love that. I don't know you.
Huh?
It's like, yes, you do.
We're here for the interview.
Right. The interview. You sure you want to dig? Because we're talking about the desert, ladies. Not exactly a picnic.
Why are you sexist?
Then why are you here?
Just
Whatever. Come back if you change your mind.
Hey, no. Shit! I didn't think it would actually end it. No. It's not a. She doesn't want to talk about. She has a lot of secrets. Is kind of the thing with this. She has, like, Pain has a lot of secrets that she does not want to get into. Where is he now? I've lost. Did I lose him because I did that? Where's he hiding? There he is. Oh crap! I didn't mean to leave. Getting giant hitboxes on doors.
So you want to dig now?
I remember before the game came out, a lot of questions were about whether or not it was Pain or Pine.
You are hired.
I'm actually still not sure if
Ryan,
that thing in the
superstar
center
like
is
you
3D
would
or
wanna play
2D.
in the sand. Well,
I know the top is 2D, but the bottom looks 3D.
Anyways,
But I think the
I've done what
lighting
I
might be
can.
fun with me.
Dig to your heart's content.
Thanks.
Show this letter to a woman named Nadala. You'll find her in the Beacon Hill Desert.
Hey.
Happy digging.
Okay, we got what we needed here. We've unlocked an area. But yeah, it's a lot of everybody just coming to their own and adjusting their lives. It's pretty cool. It's I really like it because it really fills out a previous story. I always forget how to jump here. I'm supposed to be able to jump this. Why can't I jump? Why can't I jump? I know we ran into this last time. I can't jump. No, it's there. I do it later, and I don't remember what it is. O is not working. Now it works. If I'm running against it and I press O, it doesn't do anything. I have to be back, hold O, and then run into it. Like, that's weird. Okay, we need to go back to the Mushroom Rock Road. Yeah, you can't tap it. You have to hold it before you get to the point, which is just really, really rudely designed. All right, we gotta go back to Robin. All right, Robin. Fuck you want.
So, are you ready to run the gauntlet?
Yeah, we're game.
Understood.
Understood.
Expect to encounter fiends until you reach the vicinity of the lift. Fight your way through them and proceed to headquarters. That's it. Good luck. Glasgow? Glasgow. Show them the way.
Glasgow?
Of course. This way,
Yeah, it's
please.
Teen Titans, Robin. Okay, really, really quick. I'm gonna go here. Now, Yuna is currently a warrior. And Riku is currently a black mage, and Pain is a healer, which is fine. But I need to get more damage going out quickly, so I'm just gonna switch over like this. We're gonna sit like that. No, Glasgow's a pain in the ass. I don't feel bad for Glasgow. Hey, look! It's the thing I remade. It's very dark here. Like, absurdly dark, and I don't know why. This is fine. Get rid of the bully cap quickly. The bully cap is the bigger problem here. I also love all the little Easter eggs, though I really feel like they could have done more Easter eggs on the outfits. Like, Yuna's sword right now is, I believe, Brotherhood? I believe it's Brotherhood from FF10, which was Tidus' sword. Which is cool. Like, that's a great reference. But, like, they could have done so much more with it, right? Like, why not have all these classes they have them be, like, outfits based on other characters? Like, why can't Yuna's thief outfit be, Dagger from 9, right? Like, why can't we do that? Why can't we do
There they are.
silly stuff like that? That would have been so fun. But like just having little references like, why are you here? Why are you here? No, 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 no. Fuck that. Why are you here? Whew. No.
No problem.
Why? Why is there another one? Like, I know the miasma makes things worse, but oh no. I do not fuck with tonberries. Not this early in the game. They are cute, I agree. I think that they need to make a bunch of plushies of them, and I would buy all of them. Oh my god. Oh, wait, hey. What if Mari had a Tonberry costume? What if Mari had a Tonberry costume?
All according to plan.
It just was a hug with a knife in your face. Take out the bully cap, quick! Right, Arky? I'm putting this in the suggestions thing for Mari outfit. I mean, in the... Where is it? Dress up Mari ideas. Do we have a dress? Yeah, it's just dress up ideas.
How's that?
I'm marking it down. Honestly, the first time I played it, the main one I went with was the, I'm blanking on the name of it specifically, but it's the beast one. The one that turns them, like, they wear the slight animal themed stuff and fight. I just can't think of the name of it right now. I'm blanking. Berserker, thank you. But yeah, the Berserker is like my favorite one, but I don't get that until the bottom of, until I go to the bottom of Lake Miahen? Is it Lake Miahen? I am trying to remember the name of a location in a language that isn't real.
All right.
But I believe it's at the bottom of, it's at the bottom of the lake is where you get that one. I think it's Miahen. One thing, I think if you're new to Final Fantasy, one thing to know is always check if you're healing when you interact with a save point. Always check if you are healing when you interact with a save point. Because if you are, those are the best spots to farm. Because not all of them do you heal. There's also Mascot. Mascot is also a very, very fun one. Mascot is fun, silly. But yeah, I just remember Berserker is a later one. Lady Luck is a good one. Lady Luck is a good one if you're lucky.
Effortless.
I want to add an image of a Tonberry to... Sorry, I was trying to find an image of a Tonberry to add in, and it's not the one I wanted, but it's a good one. There's so many. I want a better image of a Tonberry. Let's see. Because the Tonberries are more detailed in this one. You know what? I'm gonna grab the concept art from 9. 9's Tonberry is the best one. Like, or at least the concept of it, because it has so much detail. So I wanted to post that. It's also really fitting because Tonberries have a Mari-shaped head. Mari, your head shaped like a Tonberry.
This one ain't.
Oh no, it's cool, Imoru. I haven't played in a long time either. Oh, this is, I have to collect all the special spheres, don't I, in this one?
Let's get out of here. We must inform the boss.
There's like a whole bunch of hidden spheres all over the map, and you gotta get all of them to get through this door.
Hey, they dropped something. Finders keepers.
I remember. They are cool in 8. I don't disagree. It's just the problem with it in general, right? Is that a lot of them don't live up to their concept art, is the big thing. Hello?
Hey, long time no see. Remember me?
Nope.
No big deal. It's me, Maroda. Isaru and Pase's brother?
Maroda!
How have you been?
I joined up with the Youth League, and that's been keeping me pretty busy.
Oh yeah, Pase was the little one. I remember now. I can see through your back because your texture isn't behind you.
Trying out a new way of life. Actually, Pase's a Sphere Hunter now too.
8 is very beautiful.
Kinderguardians. Be nice to him.
8 is very beautiful.
How's Isaru?
That is the main compliment I can give 8. 8 is beautiful.
The Den of Woe. It was sealed around the time of Operation Mihen.
And Isaru?
But,
I like that. I can't comment on Isaru.
Supposedly be broken with the right combination of spheres. I'm afraid this place is off limits until.
I mean, honestly, ignoring the fact that 13 is entirely a movie,
have to ask you
until like 9/10 of the way through it. 13 is the exact same situation as 8. The world, the music, it's all really good, except the very last portion, you know, where you kill the Pope. And yes, spoilers, the plot of 13 is kill the Pope because he's becoming God. And racism. 13's a lot of racism. Ow! It is peak, I agree. By the way, I'm just because I'm noticing this from a lot of people in chat. If you did not know, if you go here, You can connect your Twitch and give it pronouns, and then anybody with the extension can see your pronouns. A lot of streamers have bots that show those pronouns and things like that, so it helps out a ton. They do use the Fight God plot a lot, but it's a good plot. Why does this spot... That spot sucks so bad for trying to traverse. Oh no! Oversold red cap. Not what we want. 13.2 fixes all of the problems 13 had. And it's not that 13 was necessarily bad story-wise. 13's issue was you didn't really have to do anything to play. It was spamming X like I'm doing right now. You didn't have to think. Because if spamming X didn't work, you weren't a high enough level is how 13 worked. There's a lot of jokes about 13 being press X to win. 13.2 though, genuinely, 13.2 is all about time distortions, things like that, and they brought back random encounters because they had got rid of them in 13, which was a huge complaint people had about 12, because there were no random encounters in 12. 13 had no random encounters. 13.2 brought in time distortions and stuff where creatures would spawn in behind you and ambush you. They brought back a lot of the aspects that were missing, and it was just so well done. You leave Chocobo-Kalina alone. You leave Chocobo-Kalina alone. Chocobo-Kalina is amazing. Chocobo-Kalina. Oh. I need a Chocobo-Kalina outfit. No, I don't need a Chocobo-Kalina outfit. I'd be very cursed. Though I would be very intrigued if somebody could make a non-binary, non-swimsuit version of Chocobo-Kalina's outfit for my new design. I'd kind of cry tears of joy if y'all did, just saying. Could you imagine? When I have my new design. Why? You know what, fine. Y'all gonna see why I'm scared of this. Also, I forgot that Tonberries had the leaf design on their head in this one. That's really interesting. I don't know why they have it, but it is interesting. Why not, Yuna? Listen, Lightning Returns would be a lot better if the UI was smaller. 13.3 came out at that exact time where not everybody had transitioned over to HD TVs. So they had to make the UI large enough for people who didn't have HD TVs. But the problem is, they didn't make an option that depended on the resolution. That UI is massive in 13.3. 13.3 was, I think, the big departure from what we knew as Final Fantasy games, though, from a playstyle. Because they were all very somewhat linear, things like that. That was very hub world based. Yeah, the timer felt weird. I feel like the people who were behind 13.3 were the same people who were behind Dirge of Cerberus. And if you don't know what Dirge of Cerberus is, Dirge of Cerberus is a Final Fantasy VII spin-off game in which you play as a vampire with a gun, and you have to shoot everything. And it's first person. On rails, if I remember correctly. Vincent. Lucrezia. That's all I remember from Valentine. Lucrezia and nothing else. We lost Pain. No! Let her heal first! Oh, she's okay. This is why we don't fight Tonberries. But yeah. I think 13.3, not 13.3, sorry. I think Dirge of Cerberus might be the worst Final Fantasy. Though technically it's not a Final Fantasy, the same reason 13.3 technically is not a Final Fantasy. They're in the Final Fantasy world, but they are not Final Fantasy games. Just like World of Final Fantasy is not technically a Final Fantasy either. As it is not a Final Fantasy title, it is a spin-off. 13.3 is not actually Final Fantasy 13.3, it's just called Lightning Returns. There is no number, there's nothing. So it's, again, a spin-off game, right? So there are, like, Final Fantasy games that are not Final Fantasies. I think Crisis Core as well. That was one I didn't mention. Crisis Core is a spin-off of 7 that I believe also does not have Final Fantasy in the name, though I could be wrong on that one. Not having Final Fantasy, but I think it's just called Crisis Core. So there's a lot of these like weird little bits, right, where they don't quite fit in. All of the tactics, they're not spin-offs, they're their own world. Well, what was it? I'm trying to remember. It's 9, 12, 9, 11, 12, and 14 are all the same world, but like drastically different times, if I remember correctly. And like you base most of that on like, most of that is just based on, is it the same creature design for this creature? Is where a lot of it lies. We killed a Tonberry. Oh, I need to go this way. Some of it has been said. I think a lot of it's the Moogle designs. But that's what's funny though. If it is Moogle designs, 12 and 14 don't make sense. Which I'm gonna say this straight up. 12 has the best Moogles out of any of them, and it's not even close. 7R has the worst Moogles out of all of them, and it's not even close. 12 has the best Moogles, 7R has the worst Moogles. There's a lot of range in between. I would say Crystal Chronicles has the second best Moogles though. And then 9 has the best Moogle. And then 9 is the third. 10 Shiva cemented the designs of most other Shivas. Though, I will argue a little bit with you, Yuna. 10 Shiva design has a very, very close contender. And that's 13. 13 Shiva is a very good contender. Yeah. 13 summons. 13 may have had a lot of shortcomings, but the summons in 13 are peak. The summons in 13 are amazing. Hey, Snow. Oh, you know what? In that list of all the games that we're mentioning, I didn't even mention the fact that there's the 15 chibi version that exists, that you can play the entire game of 15 as chibis. That's an entire version that exists. There's also the pinball games. There's also the pachinko games. There's also the card games. There's also the board games. You know what? I missed a lot. I missed a lot of Final Fantasies. I own one of the Final Fantasy board games. And it actually inspired me to design my own board game. I never finished it, but I started designing my own board game because of a Chocobo board game I have. You know, I'm gonna throw this in. 13's Moogles, pretty cute. I would say they're my number 4 Moogle design. So Chocobos are based on a real creature. They're based on a real dinosaur. Though, actually, I shouldn't say that. The Chocobos in Final Fantasy are based on the birds from Nausicaa, Valley of the Wind. But those are based on a dinosaur that existed. 11's Moogles are fine, but 11 Moogles are the very, like, basic Moogle. When somebody thinks of a Moogle, that's what they see. 11's Moogles there, 14's Moogles. I think 16 did a good job using that same Moogle design, but making it a little more detailed. 13 had a very large head, but I think it was very cutesy for what it was. But 12's Moogles are the best because they were treated like people, and they had, like, full-on outfits, and they were amazing. Like, you cannot argue with 12's Moogles. They are amazing and wonderful. 12 has the absolute best Moogles that exist. They are inspirational. They are stunning. I love 12's Moogles so much. And then Crystal Chronicles, it's just a head and a giant ball of puff that you could paint. Yeah, Crystal Chronicles Moogles are amazing. They're my number 2. I do not remember Emoter. I do not remember. And then 9 was the one that began this kind of standardization of what we expect from Moogle.
Lady Yuna. It's me, Elma. It's been so long. Wow, you've really changed.
How are you?
How are you?
Never better. Now that I'm in the Youth League, I've always got something to do. Hey, you made it past all the fiends. Nice work.
I'm more concerned about the child guarding the lift over there.
Right away, Captain.
That's just a child. That's what I'm saying. 12's Moogles, they were really trying for something. And I think the big thing with 12's Moogles made me want an 11 for them I mean, 11 and 12 came out at about the same time, and I know the Moogles already existed, but I would have loved for Moogles to be a playable race in the MMOs. I would have absolutely died for that. The Moogles are amazing and wonderful. Oh, it's a kid. It's 100% a kid. They are the Youth League after all. There might be like 13, maybe. Oh, 10. Pokemon rules where 10-year-olds are allowed to go on journeys by themselves and pick their own job. I don't know. Yeah. Oh, 12.
This is Youth League headquarters. The Youth League was formed a year ago by people who opposed New Yevon. Its members claim that
one of the subtle things, to save on rendering, that giant flag banner is actually one flat texture being distorted rather than 3 small ones.
Among the Crusaders.
It was a retelling of Star Wars. It was. I won't deny that. Granted, I believe Star Wars is a retell. Why are the kids fighting with swords? I believe Star Wars was a retelling of a few things though as well, so we can't really fault that, right? Oh, I will say 12 created one of the things I really hate that Final Fantasy has stuck with forever. And it may not have been the first time they did it, but it's the first time it really stood out to me. But the over-the-top black metal Vader-esque enemies that are in like every Final Fantasy since. Like, I get it, but I'm tired of it. Yeah, give me more Maester Seymour horrible enemies. Give me more of this weird shit, you know? Be silly, be absurd, be over the top clown. Like, I want over the top evil clowns. Damn it. Somebody call these kids in. It's past their bedtime. There are kids on the ice. What's the dinosaur to do? I think that's part of it is I mean, the villain designer, the character designer for most of the Final Fantasies has been the same designer for a long time, right? I want to bring this up. I'm gonna pause it here just to show this. There's a game that was made by the original Final Fantasy creators. So if you're somebody who is looking for a new Final Fantasy that is not a full price Final Fantasy, there is Fantasian at Neo Dimension. This is a Final Fantasy game. If you've not seen this, this is a Final Fantasy game. In the classic style, but with modern stuff. If you've not seen this, this is a Final Fantasy so much through.
My memories, little by little.
Original Final Fantasy writer, original composer, original character designer, all from Final Fantasy.
Not even a god should get to mess with our worlds.
Well, I haven't found all the answers I'm looking for.
But then can we also just appreciate, if you're not noticing this, all of these scenes are 3D scans of dioramas they made that they put the 3D character over top of. These are 3D scans of real life dioramas. Like they will likely be in a Final Fantasy or in a museum. Yeah, everything here is a physical thing, except for the characters.
Look at it this way, bro. You give me hope.
Let's go. It's my turn to return the favor.
Like the characters are all 3D, but like the world is physical.
Now, chaos shall triumph over order. Show me what your multiverse is worth to you.
Perhaps they can tell you what you wish to know.
I'll get them all back, whatever it takes. Then what are we waiting for?
They don't show it off very well in this. I think this will show it off a little bit better. But yeah, these are all actual dioramas that they made to show off this stuff.
What's going on? All I can remember is my own name. I'll find some way to get my memories back.
But yeah, for anybody who's feeling like Final Fantasy strayed too far from kind of the classic stuff, this is it. But yeah, these are all like things they made. 150 handmade dioramas. Look at those. It's so cool.
Where are we? What's going on?
And then it's classic turn-based, but with slight changes. It's... So, yeah. I just wanted to show that off. If you're not somebody who's heard of it, it's something to consider. I'm waiting for it to go on sale because I'm sorry, but $50 is too much for a series that I'm not certain of. This is also the inspiration for my Minecraft build color palette. And I'd like to figure out a way to do kind of banners draping down like this. I don't know if I can, but I want to try.
It's been too long, Lady Yuna.
And you still don't. I still don't know if you're wearing pants or not.
It's good to
like
see.
I have spent so long trying to figure out if you're wearing pants or not, Lucille.
As you can see, I have joined the Youth League to aid in the fight for.
Are you wearing pants?
I consider it my duty. Maven Nuge, our leader, has been hoping for an audience with my lady for some time.
It's not a port. It's not a port. This is its new release. It's its brand new release.
Well into the night. I am terribly sorry, but I must ask that you return another day.
I think she's wearing pants.
My
I think she's wearing pants.
The Youth League's looking for spheres too, right? Yes, knowledge of the past is the key to the future, so says the Maven. It is with these words in mind that we seek the
Like, I think it's leather.
The mission we are planning also revolves around a sphere, but I am sorry. I had best say no more. It is not a matter to be discussed openly.
It's just the problem is she's one of the only, like, she's one of the more tan characters, so it is the exact same color.
There sure do seem to be a lot of weirdos around here. The Youth League is a motley bunch. Some members certainly have
belt skirts are a real thing. That's not. I'm not judging the belt skirt.
Just the other day, a very valuable sphere was stolen almost as soon as.
I'm more likely to judge her for wearing a corset armor, like wearing corset armor.
No, few here would go that far. Most of us are very devoted. We work hard with Maven.
Like, out of all the outfits in this game, Yuna's is probably the most comfortable and practical outfit out of all of them.
None be turned away, and so the occasional bad seed does slip through. Unfortunately. but I can think of nothing more heartening than were the Lady Yuna to join our cause. That would do the League much good.
Also, for anybody who may not be aware, this entire thing is people trying to convince Yuna to join their team. That is the entire plot.
Yuna, I believe.
Hey, man.
This calls for a celebration.
All right, tell me a story.
These past 2 years have been truly tumultuous. With sin,
I get what you're saying, Amaru,
terrible deception exposed for all to see.
I don't see it that weird. I don't see her outfit as too fan service or anything.
But it is precisely times such as these that often inspire the greatest good. For you see,
like I don't see it as fan service. It's a very beach-heavy world. It's a very warm world for the most part, excluding Mount Gagazet. She lived in a desert. She was inside of a wetsuit. She fell off of a boat, which is why she was originally in the swimming stuff. It all actually makes sense, and it's not even in like the weird level. I do think her original reveal was a bit too fan servicey when she took off the wetsuit. I do have problems with that, but I think her overall outfit isn't actually that fan servicey.
The Seekers scoured Spira for ancient spheres hidden in nooks and crannies over the ages.
What are you doing, Fury?
They studied the images recorded in those spheres, for they hoped to find within clues to the true nature of Spira's past. Over time,
it's not even that they want Yuna to clean up their messes.
Pursued it as a profession. They, of course, are the Sphere Hunters, the good...
Yuna is the biggest name in this world at this time. So if Yuna joins their group, they are the group. So when you have 3 groups all warring right now, which is what's going on, if Yuna's on their side, they win.
The gravity of the search for truth.
Like, they win. That's the end of it.
Doubtful?
Doubtful indeed. Where was I? The founder of the Seekers was a man by
the founder of the Seekers.
Before the fall of sin, Tremor had been a priest in the orders of Yevon. With the Seekers, he had the perfect means of revitalizing Spira, or so one would have thought. But then, just 1 short year ago, Tremor founded yet another organization, the New Yevon Party. It was all quite sudden. Why, I believe I shall. New Yevon
just letting him go.
Its spheres, yet surprisingly, a great
outfit-wise, New Yevon has the coolest outfits.
Their motto was one thing at a time. It worked to great effect.
Well, I get what you're saying, Amaru, and I would want to, but she is a people pleaser. Like, that is her character. She is a people pleaser. She wants everyone to be happy. Her whole purpose was trying to save people and make them comfortable. So even if she was angry at them, I don't think she could ever be mean to somebody, really. Yeah, her major flaw.
The Maven, that is, leader of the Youth League. Nude was a
man. I don't think there's any way.
He is a powerful man.
I don't think there's any way that Yuna could. And I Pain is there. Pain is a very big support for her to like, if Pain sees her uncomfortable, she steps in.
He worked to collect
Riku is there to cheer her on. Pain is there to defend her.
Would share them with no one. Repulsed by what
I get you, Mark.
Nude gathered like-minded people and formed
the amount of stuff that Mehen will say here is just so much. If you just let him talk, he will go.
League soon matched New Yevon in size. As the organization grew, so did...
Oh no, you can say enough. I have the option. I mean, I could shut him up. It was an option.
But he is busy in meetings, and I was turned away at the door.
Yeah, listening to him is actually important.
Looking at all the young people gathered here to take part in the League's endeavors, I must say, I'm quite envious.
I do find it a bit annoying that there are a lot of things there.
On the other hand,
there are a lot of like hidden things to get the best ending, and they're all pretty subtle, so it's so easy to miss some of them.
My mind a moment later.
Like, why would this be a required thing?
Between you and me, I don't even remember how old I am. Oh, might I ask you one small thing?
What's that?
What is it?
I'd like to shake your hand.
Then that's right there what you need to do for the perfect ending. It's not listening to a story, it's shaking his hand.
Just once the hand that defeated sin and saved all Spira.
Of course.
Oh, thank you.
And if you accidentally say, I don't think so, you gotta listen again.
Don't say that.
Your hand.
Is something wrong?
No, no, it is nothing. Lady Yuna, you have my thanks.
I would say out of all the things that is weird for Yuna though, right? Because people want to talk about, oh, her outfit's weird. No, everything's fine. The odd thing to me is that her default option that she has chosen as what type of person she wants to be in combat is to have a gun. That's the weird part. Out of all the things that are weird, it's that Yuna chose to have a gun. You would think, out of anything, magic would have been her thing. From Lulu teaching her. Even if she didn't want to do magic, you would have expected knives, sword, or spear. From the three people she idolizes. She could have went with Riku, having taught her how to use knives. She could have went with Tidus, having taught to use the sword. Or she could have went with Kabari with the spear. But a gun, where did you get the gun? Who taught you a gun? This is the first gun. There were no other, there were no other handguns, there were rifles.
Imoru 100, what is your favorite block in Minecraft? Mine is purple shulker box. I build with it all the time.
Hey, Bishop. Like straight, yeah, she has two handguns as her default weapon. Her default weapon is two handguns. And I can agree with the idea of... I can agree with the idea of it being like a very different thing. But like, who did she learn it from? Who did she learn this from? You know what I mean? Like, that's where it's weird. Because those guns, again, did not exist. She wasn't taught by anyone. I don't grasp why that's her weapon. I think if I were to give her a weapon based on who she was that wasn't magic, I would go with a bow staff. I think a bow staff would make sense. It's something that she has skill already somewhat holding and grasping. And it would have made sense, and it's also not a blade and not a bullet. I think a bow staff would have been really good. There is a Sid in this one. He's in Xanark and Ruins. I believe there is a Sid in every Final Fantasy since FF2.
If anything's changed, people seem to
He was not in the
smile
first
more
one. He was in
now.
2 onward.
It's as if they finally have time to notice the beauty around them.
He may not be in all the spin-offs. I don't think he's in all the spin-offs. 10 Sid is probably the...
Hey, this is nice out
Wait.
here. What?
There is
People out
one
enjoying
really,
nature.
really funny
It's very
Sid, though, that does exist in Final Fantasy.
Sure is.
That I don't think enough people talk about. And it's the Sid
People are
from
traveling
Final
these days,
Fantasy
trying to
13.
learn more about Spira.
Miss Yuna! Sorry, I saw a high
Thanks
power.
to you, Yuna.
Miss Yuna rides the buff.
Go on,
No,
give yourself a pat on the back.
13's Sid. Who you meet, you fight, he's dead, the end. 13's Sid. Also, I'm still mad about I'm still mad about 15 because I feel like 15 Sid was a creation of Backlash. 15's Sid was a creation of Backlash. And the reason I say this, they originally showed off Cindy Cindy was supposed to be the new Sid, and there was a bunch of backlash about changing Sid to be a woman, blah, 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 blah. That they added Old Man Sid in, this is my theory. They added Old Man Sid in as a character again, but she was supposed to be the new Sid for that game as a change of pace, and then they added Old Man Sid in to take up the spot because people complained and were whining about Sid not being in the game. Also, I'm pretty sure, and I could be wrong here, but if I remember correctly, the magazine articles I read at the time when they showed her off, her name was not Cindy, it was Sydney, C-I-D-N-Y. And they changed it to Cindy, and I swear to God, it was Sydney. There's no, like, otherwise I'm having a Mandela effect, because I know I'm not alone in thinking it was Sydney. Listen to that noise. I'm grumpy about it. Yeah, okay, no. I played 14, okay, I played 14 at launch. I played the original 14 at launch. It wasn't great. The original 14 at launch was not great. Like, I was a day one. I was a day one on 14. It wasn't great. It wasn't awful, but it wasn't great. I don't think it was to the level of we need to completely shut it down and fix levels of bad that they went through. But the original release of 14 was very much in line with how 11 played, which 11 was very slow pacing, but it was designed to be drug out over long periods of time. Most everybody at the time was still on dial-up. There was a lot of people that were still on dial-up at the time. Internet speeds weren't that great, so doing faster stuff wasn't really ideal. So it was more like 11, and then the new design was more what it is now. So it's kind of a mixed thing. Yeah, incorporating the storyline was great. I love the hype hellos. This is where the supplies go. Why is they taking so long? Chief Tobley is very hasty.
On this spot, I'll be sponsoring an extraordinary show. Do come. Oh, and I'm Tobley. Yep.
That voice.
Mark my words. People here and there and merriment everywhere.
That's Pinky.
Hey, that sounds like fun.
The Pinky and the Brain.
Well, we'll see you then.
I always forget his real name. Robert Paulson? I have a favor to ask it's Robert Paulson. Rob Paulson.
Let's go. Okay. After all, we're
Yeah, it's the voice of Pinky from Pinky and the Brain.
Righto.
Oh, let's hear him out.
This is for a dress sphere, isn't it?
Oh, here's the thing, you see. My able assistant hasn't come back. From Luca, of course. Where else? He went to fetch some supplies which are vitally, crucially important for the show, you see.
Go check on him, right?
Oh, quite.
Why?
Yeah, might be Gun Mage. Gun Mage sounds right.
Because you are sphere hunters, and sphere hunters hunt spheres.
That settles it.
Right. It's yours.
Bribery!
My assistant safely back to safety. I'm thinking he must be over in the general vicinity of Jose Temple. Oh, and he's Ipello.
Listen, Blue Mage is the best class in Final Fantasy, like, ever. 14 disappoints me because of how many limitations they put on the Blue Mage, but the Blue Mage is the best. Like, Kimahri is the best Blue Mage. But yeah, Blue Mage is so much fun. I love the idea of constantly trying to learn abilities from your enemies as you fight them, and oh, I love it. Well, that's just it, Bishop. These aren't really big names. A lot of these aren't. They're random. When this game released, they were very random names. Too many bandits. There's a chest there in 10. The big problem with playing 10-2 is you look in spots where there was something in the first one. And they're just not there now. God, that enemy is still horrifying. This is one of those creatures that they've kept in so many Final Fantasies. Ooh, I got one for y'all. One of the best enemies in Final Fantasy are the mimics from 13. I'm sorry, the mimics from 12, not 13. Okay, Yuna, yes, the blue mage in 11 was so much work, but having a party with 1 white mage and 5 blue mages was the best. One white mage, 5 blue mages, nothing else. It's a thing of amazing chaos. Yeah, well, it's not even the fact that they were insects, Imoru. It's the fact that, like, in 12, they disguise themselves as vases. Usually what it was, Yuna, whenever that was done, was basically 5 characters self-destructing on 1 enemy, and then you just revive them. that was the majority of it. It would all just self-destruct.
That's it?
Duck soup! Okay, let's change up a little bit. What spheres do I have? I don't have a lot right now. Let's Black Mage Yuna. There we go. I think I had like 2,000 hours in Final Fantasy. And this was all, I did Heaven's Ward stuff. And I stopped playing during Heaven's Ward. I never really got into anything beyond that. It was taking too much of my time, and as I wanted to stream, Final Fantasy is not a good one. Final Fantasy 14 is not a good one to stream unless that is what you strictly stream. So I stopped. Because I found it was just hurting my views, it was hurting everything when it came to streaming. I need to check something. So there was somebody up on the high road looking down at me wearing brown and blue. And I never really thought about this. Aw. I'm somewhat honored there, you know? I've tried doing like little playthroughs of it here and there where I'll mess around in it. I enjoy playing the low levels more rather than the high level stuff with 14. I think it's fun to be silly and level quickly.
I'm in trouble.
I'm in trouble. Yeah, it was these guys. So I was okay. This is a nice touch. I was being monitored when I walked through the area because there was a guy up on the ledge. I don't know if y'all noticed that. There was a guy up on the ledge looking down. But that was one of these guys. So they were preparing to ambush as they watched me walk down the road. My favorite thing to do in 14 was actually go around. I used to have a photography blog on Tumblr when the game first came out. And I would take photos. That was all I did. I took photos and enjoyed the scenery.
You're Tobli's assistant?
Yes. Are you friends of the chief?
You sure are.
Why is the one class bouncing on that?
Escort you back to Tobli.
Yeah, why is that class bouncing? My main thing when I had played it is I was a summoner, but I designed my summoner to look like a blue mage, like their outfit. I had the level 1 like armor chest plate that you can get as a cosmetic, and I had the giant hat, and I designed my character to look like a blue mage because blue mage wasn't out yet. Blue mage didn't exist when I played, and I wanted to look like a blue mage. But yeah, up on this hill up here on the right. Ah. Yeah, I hate how they implemented Blue Mage. Blue Mage being an isolated thing sucked. Like, I get that it had a weird skill. Okay. I know, okay. I think the worst part of 14, and I think this needs to be brought up, because there's one thing about 14 that legitimately sucks.
Oh no, Bandit.
And it's any of the classes in 14 that start you at a level above level 1.
Let's do it.
That is the worst part of any of the classes. Let me do the low levels as the classes. Let me learn each move bit by bit. Let me gain them in a way that I can learn to play them. Don't throw 20 moves at me and say, good luck, sort them out. Make it an option. Yeah, on Gunner, on I think Dark Knight, yeah, just all of those classes. I understand the idea of, oh, you've done these levels so many times, we should give you one. Make it an option. Say like, make it like you can choose between 2 prompts and go, do you want to start at level 1 or do you want to start at level 30? I'll start at level 1 every time. Let me start at level 1 so I can learn the abilities. I wanted to play Dancer. That's a level 60 starting job. That is a level 60 starting job.
Oh no.
See, and that's the thing. Like, let me
I can do this blindfolded.
let me play the classes from level 1, because it honestly ruins the game. It legitimately ruins the game to me.
Dance, Blaine.
For those classes, because I don't want to touch them. Because it's like, I feel immediately like I don't know how to play. And like, I had went back to the game after not playing for so long, and I lost, I forgot how to play Summoner. Because they completely changed how you play Summoner. And it's like, give me the option to reset my class. I don't mind starting at 1 again. I'll buy the gear if I have to. Let me reset the class if you're gonna change the mechanics of the class around. What is Viper? Is Viper a class? Yeah, I know they revamped it. Is Viper a class? I've never heard of this one. What is Viper? I know there was a lot of times where they do like a slight modification. Why is there a spider? I know there was a lot of classes where they do like slight modifications to classes. I knew about Pictomancer. What is Viper? Dual sword? Dual sword, so ninja? Is it just like a weirdly named ninja class?
Where there's smoke.
Oh yeah, Summoner and Scholar is that same issue. Summoner and Scholar was a pain. See, I leveled Summoner and it's like, somebody goes, why did you play a Scholar? It's like, because I have no clue how.
The flame consumes all.
You should have, what should have happened is you should have unlocked it at the same time, but it should not have leveled up. It should not have leveled up at the same time. I'm fine with them, like, unlocking at the same time. But, like, please, no. And I guess what's really weird about that, too, is, like, You would think from an MMO standpoint, you want people to spend as much time as you possibly can in your game. Why are you giving them jump starts? Like, why have you opted to give jump starts, right? I know you can buy levels now, officially, and blah, 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 but like, why are you skipping past 30 or 60 or 70 levels on characters? Like, no, I want to start at square one. I want to learn from the beginning. Also, I'm sure it's not in the game yet. Can we please get Puppeteer in 14? Can we have Puppeteer? I want Puppeteer. I want Puppeteer, and let me use any. I want Puppeteer, and let me use any of the any of my pets instead. Give me back Puppeteer. I miss Puppeteer.
Oh, you've returned.
Or Beastmaster.
Thanks to
Puppeteer or Beastmaster, either one. Gimme.
Yep. Of course, you've been most helpful. With this, the show is just a step away from smashing success. Here, as promised.
Okay, Gun Mage is fun.
Oh, and take this with you, too, for everything you've done.
Oh, is there a Beastmaster? Ah. But yeah, I just want to play level 1. I want to slowly ease into the characters. When they throw all the moves at you, it's not as fun. I think it would have been fine if they started you at 30 but only gave you one ability, and then you like very rapidly, like, okay, here's 2, like every level you unlock 2. That'd be fine. But still, let me learn the one move. Why do they hate me? Okay, I'm going to go here. We're gonna take Gun Mage, and we're gonna replace the Black Mage. Much as I love Black Mage. And then Yuna, congratulations, you're a Gun Mage now. But I'm not stopping there. Riku, congratulations, you're a Gun Mage now. But I'm not stopping there. Pain, congratulations, you're a Gun Mage now. Everybody's got a gun. I mean, it does in the sense of Final Fantasy, but it does not make sense as a sentence. Okay, important question. Who has the best Gun Mage outfit? Who has the best Gun Mage outfit? Hey, Ambry. It's an important question. I need y'all's opinion. Who's the best looking Gun Mage outfit? Also, I think a good complaint about 10-2 is that when you're in 10-2, right? If you're playing any of the default classes that are actually there, like Warrior, Gun Mage, and Warrior, Gunner, and Thief, only like their outfits don't actually match. Like, I wish all 3 of them had a similar, like, color scheme on those outfits. So, my answer for the best one, I say that Riku has the best Gun Mage outfit as a whole, but if Pain had better colors on Pain's outfit, I think Pain's would be the best. Like, Pain has the best assemblage of pieces. Like, the pants look great with the side skirt. If I were colorblind, if I were completely colorblind to the level of black and white, I think Pain's the best. But because I do see color, Pain's is better. I think Yuna's is the middle ground for me because I see color. I'm not, okay, so I agree, Amoru, I'm not typically a fan of yellow, However, the yellow works really good with the blues and the purples, and it also connects with her hair really well. Yuna's top, I think, is the best. But I think Riku's hits a good, like, 8 out of 10 on each aspect of the outfit, where, like, Pain and Yuna both have, like, perfect 10s on parts of their outfit, but they have a lot of really low-scoring bits that I think brings them down, if that makes sense. I'm going the wrong way. I was supposed to go that way. Damn it. Like, it's just like there's little bits and pieces of the outfits that don't quite work that cause problems. It's not the whole thing. Thanks, yo. All good, Bishop. The flans are really good in this one. The flans in 10 have a wonderful design. Like, overall, they're really thorough. But yeah, I like the gun mage. They do magic damage with bullets. Magic damage with bullets. I went the wrong way. I don't have any special bullets yet. Yeah, I think Riku's outfit, just because of how there aren't pants, but there's the very high thigh highs that she's wearing, give kind of that illusion of pants, and still like give that full look with the skirt, which it still works. It works with everything. I feel very well. Like, you could easily swap them out for pants in the same color, and I don't think much would change. But I think there's just this kind of, like, overall aesthetic that goes with Riku's outfit, combining it with Riku's hair. And I think the hair might be a big part of why it works so well. I think the only thing that is missing is I feel like Riku's gloves should be blue. Because it's not being entirely pulled together. Like, I think if Riku's gloves were blue, I think it would work a lot more fully. Is it time to work? I can start working now. Miss Yuna. I also like how many more Albed are around now than before, because, like, a lot of Albed were hiding because of racists. Shoo buff. Also, this is all 2D. Just to bring that into perspective again, this is all 2D other than the save point. We're all 2D again. The fake 2D, like the fake 3D is so good in these games. It has been a busy day.
Ride the shoe
The shoe puff. Let me on. All aboard. All aboard. It probably is the exact same shoe puff. Oh no, Yuna. Are you staying up late? Are you eating junk food? Are you causing future problems for yourself? Are you putting something off? There's a handful of reasons. You know what? Future you can go, no, that made me happy and I had a good time. So, you know what? It's fair. I think future you needs to suck it up. I hate the chimeras. Proto chimeras, sorry. Do good damage, though. Hey, we learned Absorb. Wonderful. You can learn a lot from these guys. There's like a chunk of spells I think you can learn from these. I think there's like 4 of them, so you kind of want to farm this area. Wado Salam. Well, there's 4 of them. There's 4 heads, so I think there's 4 abilities. So I believe you're right with Aqua, Fire Breath, and Absorb, but I think there's a lightning move as well. Actually, wait, are you 5 things? I think you're 5 things. You only actually have 4 different elements, but you are 5 things. You have a lizard arm. That doesn't belong to any of the other things. I guess maybe it's supposed to be the snake's arm, which has questions. Ooh, forgot about this thing. You really don't run into this guy much. Like, I feel like out of all the Final Fantasy X enemies, this, like, excluding bosses. I should be waiting so I can get a chain. There we go. More damage. More damage if you time them to go together. Damn it, Riku! You ruined the pattern. God, this guy's complicated. Love the camera angle, though. Great job, game. Yeah, the only one to learn anything was Yuna.
I use what I have.
Jesus, you have a lot of health.
You okay?
Shellcracker! Why did I learn Shellcracker? Who learned Shellcracker? Why is Yuna learning all of them? Fiend Hunter. What? God. You should die soon. You did not have this much health. Why are you alive? Jesus. Hey. At least they all learned shield crack. God. I hate when they attack an enemy that's already dead and it doesn't give you another attack.
I thought we were goners.
It's not every time.
gonna whack you good!
Chocobo! I shot the Chocobo. My bad. I thought there was a save point on this side. There was not. Ugh.
Bring it, punk.
Yes, more chimeras. I forget, I don't need to witness it, I just need to kill them and I have a chance to get the ability, isn't it? It's just you have a chance when they die, or during an attack. I guess it's the, like, every time an attack happens and the enemy's there, you have a chance. So, if I kill it or not doesn't matter, if it attacks or not doesn't matter, it's that an attack happened involving them existing. Somewhere in the equation. Riku, quit being poisoned. Gun Mage is such a fun class, though. I love the entrance to Guado Salam because you didn't really see it much in
home of the Guado.
In 10.
You remember?
There was so much intense shit going on, and then you just got Riku in your party.
Here. Some people think they deserved all that happened for what they did to Spira.
Yay, more racism! Hey, VJ.
But it seems like such a sad way to look at things.
Guado Salam is a very visually interesting area. You know what's weird with Yuna's outfit? Like, I know Jecht was important to her, but why is she wearing Jecht's logo in her cleavage? Like, out of all the spots to have Jecht's logo, why is it there? That's weird, right? Why are we wearing Jecht's J there? Could have had like a cutout on the skirt, something hanging off the little tab. Nope, you gotta have it right there. Could have been on one of the armbands. Nope, cleavage. Like, why? I love playing this game. I wish more people would tune in for it. I think there's a lot of fun conversations, and hopefully it's just a bad scheduling thing tonight. But I don't play this too often because I'm always like, it's not gonna do well in my numbers, and that does get kind of confirmed for me, sadly. The Xanarkand Abes. Xanarkand. I appreciate y'all for hanging out, though, so damn much. Y'all are lovely. Y'all are wonderful. Okay. I'm going to send you over to somebody I told y'all to yell at in the Discord earlier today, who has finally joined us in the Discord. I'm going to send you over to Rat. Rat is playing Summer of 58. Rat is good people, and I'm sure they will be very, very happy to have you. So please go give Rat some love and appreciation, okay? I hope you have a fantastic night. I will hopefully catch you all tomorrow morning. I love and appreciate y'all. Y'all are great. Y'all are fantastic. Y'all are phenomenal. But that said, I'm gonna get some rest. And I agree, and it does make me sad as well. But I think that's kind of the problem with retro games, especially part of series that people aren't necessarily into. It's really hard to get people to show up, but it happens. Also, thank you again to Sven Liu for the tip earlier that I finally got this time. I love and appreciate y'all. I hope you have a good one. That said, see ya. Love ya. Bye-bye.